Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for joining me here for the February 2022 Love and General readings. I'm using the Lenormand 9-card spread. I'm using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart as well, and Amira's Love Oracle. I will be extending these readings now because there has been issues with the extended readings. You could, if you wish to get the extended reading, email me at divinedebut11@gmail.com, and I will manually send you the extended part of the reading. I'm also going to be using the Tarot of Sexual Magic, as well as taking an oracle. What I've got that is different from other readings is a bunch of cards which I've written. I've written letters, I've written signs, zodiac signs, I've got numbers, and I've got letters. Okay, so I'll be taking these in the extended. All right, so do join me on the extended if you are interested. If you're on Patreon, you know that you get all the extended for being on Patreon on tier 1, on the first tier. Do consider joining us on Patreon as we go into a lot of astrology. Tier 2, you also get all the extended readings plus the moon, the illuminary or the lunations. So new moons, full moons, astrology will go into depth. And tier 3, you get everything that I just mentioned, as well as the month ahead astrology. And you're all in the draw for a free reading, as we take 3 winners every month. So these will be shorter readings because my monthly readings are not doing that well. So, I'm really starting to think to give up on those, as they don't get shared, they don't get seen. This is a lot of work that goes into these videos. So let's see what happens this month. It is a very important month for love, as we've got Valentine's Day. Venus and Mars are fluttering and playing games. So let's see what's going on. Okay, I will start off with Aquarius, and I want to thank you all. Of course, being the Aquarius season, I want to thank you all for your consideration of becoming a patron, supporting Divine Debut 11. And thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Let's go on to the readings. Hello, dear Gemini, and welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you for being here for February. Let's see what's going on for you in February, a month of love, the time of Aquarius. I'm extending this reading, dear Gemini. So if you are interested, you could make your purchase through my website. You can find the link beneath. And send me an email through that you've purchased so I could manually send you the extended link. Let's see what's going on in the month of February for Gemini. Gemini, dear Spirit, Gemini. Okay, we've got the fox, the cross, the mice, the rider, the lily, tree, the child, the path, and the anchor. Okay, let's take some more cards. Let's see what's going on for Gemini, dear Spirit, Gemini. What's the Karma Dharma in February? The Faith card. So it does have to do with either a spiritual connection or a marriage. I do see that there are choices here. Let's take the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. There are opposing energies here in your reading. Let's see what's going on for Gemini in February. Win or lose. Five of Swords. Another sign had the Five of Swords exactly in the same position. If only I could remember whether it was Taurus. I'm not sure. Taurus, Aries, Pisces, or even Aquarius. I think it was either Taurus or Aries. Let's see, we've got the World. And we've got Rebuild. We've got the Tower here. Wow. Well, you're having a Tower moment here, that's for sure. Where matters of heart are concerned. Let's take a Mirror's Love Oracle. Gemini. Beauty Queen. Long distance, yeah, it looked like that with a horseman here. Money. And let's take some tarot of sexual magic. I will be taking more cards in the extended, obviously. I'll be taking tarot on this position as well. Wow, we do have the Two of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Five of Cups. Wow. All right, dear Gemini. We've got the Faith card and we've got the Cross here, and that to me speaks of some sort of a burden pertaining to your obligations, contracts with others, marriage, maybe even your beliefs. Your beliefs, what you've grown to believe, what you've always believed has been going through some sort of heaviness here. With the Mice here, the Mice is not an easy card at all. It's some sort of something eating away at you. Okay, and what I get here from your reading, because Gemini, you are dualistic, right? Dualistic, maybe have problems sometimes making decisions, discerning. Okay, sometimes your mind is just too much going on in your head, too many thoughts, maybe even too much confusion. And I don't know why, but I feel as though you've been dealing with someone that had different beliefs. Someone maybe is also someone who is from a different area of the world, different religion. And I feel as though this is like, I don't know, you're reading as though something's backfired on you. Something that you put a lot of faith into, something that you believed in, something that was very conflictual for you. You were in two minds about it. Maybe the other person you've been dealing with as well. It's cost you emotionally. If you've been dealing with someone that is at a distance as well, Because I do see that you've got choices where love is concerned. There are choices that you've needed to make. We see the Five of Swords here, which does speak to other people being in a picture, right? We've got the World card here, which is, we know the World card is some sort of an ending, possibly, or maybe even being at a physical distance. It is Saturnian energy. And we've got the Tower, which says rebuilding. So something has ended for you. Something has ended for you, which maybe was very, very difficult. And we've got the long distance card here. So something that you loved. I mean, the Beauty Queen is someone that feels good, someone that's, you know, comes through as someone very beautiful, very... This is how you're viewed, I would say here. The Beauty Queen, she could be very popular, very similar to the Queen of Wands. Also someone, I suppose, who could like to dance, someone who's a good dancer, someone who is in the performing arts, someone who can make a performance or play a certain role. And that's where you are the magician, dear Gemini. You can trick anyone. I mean, I don't know if you're tricking yourself, but, you know, Gemini is dualistic, I'm going to say again. So you're very good. Very good. I mean, your mind is very quick thinking. You can multitask. So you are the magician. But I feel as though your intelligence or whatever you've kept and have not shared with others, I feel as though this is something, if it's a relationship, something that sort of backfired on you. I don't know if some of you could be in a marriage and you've been dealing with someone that comes from a different area of the world, different religion, different upbringing, but emotionally it hasn't been easy for you. And maybe you've been trying to also, you know, as I said, backfiring. Maybe you've met your match. Maybe you've met someone that's sort of pulled one on you, even though you're very intelligent, you're very quick thinking. Maybe you've also tricked yourself if this is not someone that you've been dealing with, someone that was playing with you. Because we've got the Two of Cups here, which speaks to some sort of a balance, a relationship, a soulmate connection, feeling as though someone else is on the same page with you, being emotionally open, trusting, let's say. And we've got the Knight of Swords, which the depiction here is not a very healthy situation. I mean, Knight of Swords, he's holding a whip, which says this is someone that either uses harsh words or their thoughts could be very challenging, their ideas, their words towards you, someone who maybe also challenges you, psychologically or where your perception is concerned. So someone playing with your mind. We've got the Fox here, which is very similar to this Knight of Swords. And it's next to the tree. And the tree does speak to, again, it is Saturnian energy, but it's also, this is like a year, time-wise. We're looking at a year. And it's a 5, just like the Faith card. This could also speak to, those seeds that you've planted, anything to do with family, your psychological, emotional health. It can speak to a spiritual connection as well. Something that's grown, deep roots, something that's deep-rooted. And, the deep-rooted could also speak to secrecy. I mean, it's next to the Fox, where this line here speaks to purity. It speaks to ethical morality. And that's why I'm saying that if you feel as though you've overstepped some boundaries yourself, it's as though your energy is being reflected onto another person, or that person is reflecting their energy onto you. And so it's like a fine line between truth, purity, and deception, lies, or even wearing those rose-colored glasses. Maybe even you deceiving yourself. So it's like, it's like a lot of very conflictual, just like the win or lose card. This is like taking a chance, right? Taking a chance where maybe there hasn't been enough truth, or you've deceived yourself, or someone else has been deceiving you. And this does show that there's some sort of an attraction pertaining to someone who's from overseas at a long distance. And we do see the woman here waiting on her ship, right? Which is something that, I don't know, maybe you've even fooled yourself through. The money card does speak to family, abundance, traditions, stability, all those things. We do have this line which speaks to purity, the ability to hold something up, to, you're hoping for something that is pure, a connection, a new beginning. There's like a young energies, and you are a very youthful sort of a sign, an energy. And you've been put in a position where you've needed to make a very important decision. A very important decision, or maybe even a decision that you've made in the past was somewhat of trickery, something that you maybe invested yourself in, but it didn't pan out the way you were hoping. We have the 5 of Cups here, which does speak to obviously not being happy. You've got regrets pertaining to the past. Now, maybe the past, something to do with the past, a connection, conflict, maybe even financial loss or emotional loss. Something new that you started, something that you took action towards, has put you in a position of needing to make a very important choice. Maybe even without having all the information. The anchor here can speak to grounding, can also speak to marriage, a business, something that speaks to your stability, something long-term. Okay, so you're in a position where there are opportunities, doors that are opening, but there's hesitation in making a decision. It feels like you're having trouble making a decision on something here. And you're focusing on the past losses, but you're not seeing that there is something possible, very fruitful, which, if you're not able to make the changes or make the decision, okay, then we've got a tower moment here, which is like an aha moment. Spirit comes in to make the shift, to bring in the changes, to push you towards, your path. And this speaks to great changes in your life, like a fundamental change, which can possibly give you something much more stable in your life. I do feel maybe there's been a disappointment with a choice that you've made from the past. Maybe you were not dealing with someone that was on the same page as you with the 2 of Cups. I'm not reading reversals here, right? So maybe you've cheated yourself, you've, confused yourself. Too much thought sometimes coming from, your head, from your thoughts. Sometimes that could be deceiving. It's from the heart that you need to be coming from. Trusting your heart and having the fox here in the middle of your reading here. Not an easy card. It does speak to that higher mind, higher intelligence, which, you're the left brain. You've obviously been dealing with someone that was more, a couple of steps ahead of you where intelligence is concerned. And I'm going to say also that you're being put in a position of needing to prove yourself. You're trying to work things out on, I don't know what kind of what's going on for you. We've got challenges because there's too many people in the picture. We've got a 21, which is the World card. Logically, this is a card of success, but it's also very Saturnian. We've got Saturn and Uranus here, which is like opposing energies. And what you need to do is what you need to do is sort of go with something new, not something that's old, not something that's been tried and tested in the past. This is all about newness, I feel. So if you're having trouble making a decision, this, whatever also you've been stuck with, stuck in, because some of you may have been in a marriage that was very, very challenging and very unhealthy, very unhealthy. Okay, and I feel as though you've been carrying this burden for a while. I do feel that there's more, something in relation to newness or doing things differently, doing something that people do not expect from you. And that's probably where the shift, happens. And I don't know if, because you are next to Taurus in the horoscope, right, in the zodiac, some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, or you've been stuck and Uranus moving through Taurus is going to bring the changes for you. You could also have planets in Taurus. Now, the North Node is facing Taurus, so it's all about getting unstuck. And, it's like finding a key. The Faith card, the Hierophant, does speak to a second key, a second chance at happiness, at prosperity. And you're rebuilding your life. This is in matters of heart. So you are ending a major karmic chapter in your life and you're rebuilding, okay? Let's see what the Energy Oracle cards has for Gemini, your spirit, in the month of February. And the path could also speak to you needing to make a journey, something maybe that you could not do in the past, taking a physical journey, moving towards a place that makes you feel more abundant. Maybe even starting something new, possibly. Setting down anchor elsewhere to a place maybe that feels more homely for you. Let's see what the advice is. And we've got deceit, and it's in the reverse. I was talking about deceit and deceiving yourself, or you've been dealing with someone that has deceived you, someone that was very deceitful. Number 25 equals a 7. 7 is the Chariot, it's Cancer, and it's also maybe a home move. Let's read the reverse message. Receiving this card reverse puts you on notice that the deceit of the past is over or about to end. Perhaps some enmity at work is being dissolved, or maybe a more open communication has developed in your personal life. Be assured that the negative and dishonest energy is on its way out, and take advantage of a new, peaceful and open environment, one where you will be able to forge more success in greater comfort. On a deeper level, this card reversed is telling you that the period of self-deceit is over. You are now ready to see the abiding truth of your own value, power, and deserving. It may take continued effort, but your honesty with yourself regarding these truths will bring even greater value into your life. And not only, I'm going to add, honesty with yourself, but also with other people. And this message is right on point with whatever the reading was about, dear Gemini. So I will be continuing this reading. I'll be taking tarot cards here. I will be taking my handwritten new cards, which hold numbers, letters, and zodiac signs. And I'll be taking also my handwritten love messages cards, as well as more cards. So do join me if this is your story. Thank you so much, dear Gemini. I'm wishing you well. Your ruling planet is turning direct. It's all systems go now, so there's nothing to hold us back. Love and light. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and your love that you show always. Talk to you soon.